Okay, so the last part in part 97. So I was talking about the Great Society, but I have to do Google Slides in, so we have to do the whole project of what we of this the end of the semester this year. So I cannot believe that junior year is almost over. Tomorrow I have school tomorrow. It's an A day. I'm just gonna go to math, child development, and weight training and general and glass, which is my relaxing class. We don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do much. It's totally fine. Yeah, Miss Cruiser's the best. Yeah. Okay, let's just get into the video anyway.
The Great Society. Research activity.
That's what we're
Directions.
doing.
1. Go to Discovery, look for the assignment A New President Take the Helm, click on this link. 2. Use pages 4-7 of your touchbook to find answers to the questions below. 3. Create a Google Slides about the information you found. Each topic listed needs to be its own slides, and every question from the topic needs to be answered in the slides. Each slide needs pictures or maps. Some have specific pictures or maps to show, so pay attention. Topic. Questions. Required pics maps.
So,
Points. 1A. Election of 1964. A. Who is the Democratic candidate in the 1964 election? B. Who was the Republican candidate? C. Who won the 1964 election? D. Which area did the Dems lose that they typically won? Y. A. Pick of Dem. Candidate. B. Pick of Rep. Candidate. C. Election map of 1964 election. 4. 1B. Debates over government programs. A.
okay, why did it stop? Let's repeat that again. Okay, so forgot to tell you that in May 20th or May 21st, we will be giving this is my okay, so um through for like May 19th, this is my last time using my Chromebook before I have to give it to the technology support. Just because my Chromebook computer is almost over, so it's currently almost over. So I will not be having this computer for a while. But next school year, I'll be able to have my senior Chromebook that time. But in May 20th, we will be getting Chromebooks from your math class. We have to bring them back. We will not be needing them much longer. So yeah, yeah, because summer's almost here, so we just decided that we just need to, um, yeah, we just need to give Chromebooks to current juniors, new juniors that are coming this year.
1B. Debates over government programs. A. Compare and contrast Goldwater's views to Johnson's on different government programs and spending. Answer the following question. 4. 2. Civil Rights Act of 1964. A. Who created the Civil Rights Act of 1964? B. Who passed the act? C. Why were there two different people? D. What did the act outlaw? Complete all four. 4. 3. War on Poverty. Click on blue title called War on Poverty to get most of your answers. You decide. Answer all requirements. Must have at least 3 picks total. 10. This is a big one, so if you need more than one slide, do it. A. What was the War on Poverty a series of? B. What did these laws help improve for people? C. Describe the Economic Opportunity Act. Be sure to include what it created and what this division did, specifically. D. List the 6 other acts passed under the War on Poverty. You do not have to go into detail on these because you will later on. E. What did opponents of the War on Poverty argue? Why didn't some people like it? 4. The Great Society. Click on blue title called Great Society to get most of your answers. A. What was the Great Society? Who called it this and when? B. Why didn't people like the Great Society? C. What is the lasting legacy of the Great Society? A. Quote from part of Johnson's speech where he describes what the Great Society is and answer all the requirements. 3. 5. Healthcare initiatives. A. What are the Medicare and Medicaid programs? You can go into as much detail as you want here. B. Who had originally envisioned these two programs? A. Diagram of what Medicare and Medicaid cover. 3. 6. Housing and jobs. A. What does HUD stand for? B. What did this department do? C. What was the Housing and Urban Development Act? D. What did this act do? You do all four. 3. 7. Protecting consumers. A.
Wait, wait a second.
7. Protecting consumers. A. What did the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act require? B. Who would oversee the enforcement of the act above? Complete both requirements. 3. 8. Protecting the environment. A. What did the Clean Air Act and Water Quality Act require federal and state governments to do? B. Why did the President create the Highway Safety Act and Department of Transportation? C. What did the Highway Safety Act do? D. What does the Department of Transportation oversee? Complete all four requirements. 4. 9. The lasting legacy and A. What is the last legacy of the Great Society? Complete both requirements. 2. The Great Society. B. List the programs laws created during the Great Society that are still in use today. Extra requirements. Be sure to have color on every slide. Check your spelling and grammar. If you quote something, cite it. Minimum of 12 slides. Creativity 2 points. Spelling and grammar 2 points. Citations 1 point. Less than 12 slides lose 1 point per slide missing. 5. Total points possible. 50. When you are finished, please submit your project on the It's Learning assignment page. Double and triple check your work.
So yeah, that's what you need to do for U.S. history class if you're in my class and you need to focus more often. That's what we're doing. Let's talk about the electric media for preschoolers on the assignment. Um, so directions. First, research screen time recommendations for preschoolers ages 3 to 5 and answer the question below. When you're going to watch the links, clips for YouTube's and write a paragraph invalidating them for preschooler viewing, use completed sentences in each evaluation. Pardon me. Be sure to discuss the following: interactive versus non-interactive, the effect on video, the purpose of video, the type of the video, the content they contain. If you will recommend this video for preschoolers to watch. Um, Questions: how much screen time is recommended for preschoolers? Is it all one time or broken up throughout the day? How can an adult make sure a preschooler is only viewing the media that is appropriate for them? Video evaluations. Video 1. Nursery rhymes, Baby Shark. It seems interesting that the moves are so much of a routine that I get up in the morning, just at one time in general, to show children that to imagine about sharks dancing in the water. Video 2. Children's book, Pete the Cat. I actually learned this since 6th grade, and the shoes look so familiar what I've noticed in the past. More often, if most kids don't know what it is, some shoes are that are right the color, or something that is not, or not something that expired, like something that expired a long time ago. Video part 3. Children's TV show, Mickey Mouse. They can find clues on Toodles of where they are located most often if can, or most often if the people can. Don't cause any trouble because Donald Duck is kind of difficult to hear him, but make sure to be careful. Watch video for the first 9 minutes of video 4, children's TV show Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues could be the basic clues that you're trying to find or look for more often. Make sure not to cause trouble while finding clues, otherwise you might step on toys accidentally. Videos 5, children's TV show Sesame Street, which all around people have known Sesame Street for a long time. Sesame Street teaches a lot of stuff, no matter where you're at. It's recommended to watch, definitely. Make sure you choose your time wisely while watching. Videos 6, children's book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. It is a really good story. I mean, it is recommended for elementary kids. Recommended always. Make sure you don't eat too much, otherwise you might throw up. So that's about it for the assignment. I'll be doing the other assignments whenever I can. Um, I'm still working on the ABC assignment. Um, let's just talk about. I don't know if I've done this yet, or no, I don't know if I did or not. Okay, so let's talk about. Uh, let's just do the fixer because I'm gonna miss doing fixer because I have to do that by the end by until like May 19th. So May 19th is where that I turn in my Chromebooks, turn in the Chromebooks that you need. So 8 panels. I'm gonna just do a fixer in general. I'm just gonna say it's general troubleshooting because that's where the fixer is generally located. This includes all about general location. So I'll be doing a 10 later on. So the 10 is where I'll be doing it later on. So yeah, even though I don't pay attention very much. Okay, so I don't know when's the last time I viewed my my daily work. Hopefully they'll be able to do whatever they can. So I'm still keeping that in mind. That um, I'm gonna go to slides real quick. So I'm gonna go to not owned by me assignments. I am going to use compare and contrast reading readiness and emergent literacy. Learn the difference between reading readiness and emergent literacy. Pages 452 in a textbook will help you. You can also use the internet and then fill in the Venn diagram on the following side. This is what it looks like. I did one of this before. Reading readiness, skills, use sequence, solving, and practices, both combine things and actions, emergent literacy, writing, comparing stuff, knowledge, and engage in the business. So that's what it's all about. So basically, do I have anything on? I don't know if I did this yet, but Shelter Final Project. I don't know if I've done this before yet. So, um, yeah, Miss Murphy was double checking it, but I did not put any effort. All I have is like a. All I just have is basically a 40 out of 80. So, um, so yeah, I did not know what to do basically. So, what did I like about Shelter? The thing I like most about Shelter is the characters changed in many late chapters. They were dramatic times and good times, but they still have learned from it. They still had more completion of their lives with a battle that happened recently. Mickey has helped me, one of his friends, to make up the deal and started a fresh time. I literally said Mickey has helped me. I said Mickey has helped one of his friends. He was taking the truth of his hands and to make everything go to normal. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. The great discovery of all time is that the person can change his future or her future by merely changing his attitude or her attitude. What I didn't like about Shelter, when things go rough on Mickey, whenever somebody got caught doing something, when Ashley got in trouble for doing something not allowed the rules, like when Mickey made the thing up, his father dying, and that made me very confused if he is alive or not. When car crashes normally happen in a shocking way in general, when something goes in a wrong way for them, yeah, definitely. What I find interesting about Shelter, Mickey had a charming life with Spoon, and they were friends with a long time of period. Ashley had so much ahead of the Mickey that he is just a remembrance of life. Mickey's father believed his son that he imagines a lot of thinking of what to do for classes for Ashley that she wasn't around. Emma has no, the Spoon has a lot of friends in classes that she has never seen before. Mickey knows the advance of school is a challenge for completion of kindness. What I found shock about Shelter, when the car crash appears to be exponentially bad whenever somebody has trouble in general. Mickey tries to stop the driver, but is almost close to the end. But they made it at last. What I was concerned about Shelter, when Emma didn't know what to think of while she was in school because she was worrying about others. She was distracted from herself that because she was paying attention in class whatsoever. That's definitely me. But Emma was finally getting calmer after she sees Mickey feeling concerned about what happened. So that's totally me on the second part. So that she was distracted for herself because she wasn't paying attention in class. I am mostly distracted for myself because I can't pay attention that well. Sometimes I forget words of what they're saying. So that's basically me. I had questions about Shelter. Is Mickey's father alive or dead? Because I'm very confused. If he's dead, my guess will be dead. My guess will be dead or not. Does Ashley realize that she has done that love's illegal in the city? Does Mickey notice something bad happening to Uncle Myron while he was in duty? Does Candy notice something strange happening into a footage playthrough? Playthrough? Does Emma catch anything while she was on track? Full summary of Shelter. When Mickey has no interest into seeking for Uncle Myron at the moment when he was on plans, Bat Lady vanished something out of Mickey's to get off his own time to help her. His father was not dead; it was alive the whole time, and maybe people didn't know about that time. Myron's life was a little rough for him, but he got through it and he'd be more tough. Emma has so much right for her life because the town could be worse with a lot of fighting going on. So yeah, that's how the summary is just fully made. Sometimes I did not know how to share properly for Mrs. Kolb's class because Miss Kolb's class is kind of way different than some other classes because I have to do a lot of assignments that I need to catch up on too. Miss Kolb is like rush, 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 rush. We had to do this paper by the end of today, and I didn't even get it on that time. And my response was probably like, I do not know. This is totally new. The movie that I've never heard before. This is totally new for me, so I gotta be honest with you. Um, all right. I don't know if I've done this or not, but life for preschoolers, I might be doing one time. I don't know how long we're recording though. 12 to 18 months. Ticket steps or 2 times. Uses a cup for the first time. Picking up small objects turns to for 3 pages. Builds a tower for the first time. 18 to 24 months. Pushes things while walking. Build 4 blocks on tower. Scribble colors. Stairs without help. Standing on 1 foot without falling. 24 to 36 months. Drinks from a straw. Holds pencil for the first time. Builds an interesting tower. Kicks the ball. Runs awkward. 3-year-olds can walk on tiptoes. Hop 1 to 3 times. Builds a straight tower. Swinging arms. Kicks the ball harder. 4-year-olds run fast. Runs a little faster. Can walk on balance. Jumps forward. Hop 4 to 6 times. Can cut a straight line. 5-year-olds can run with good speed, colors within lines, scribble colors, can tie shoes, builds a little small improvement. That's what some kids can do for their age. Definitely, definitely a time struggle for them. I understand that. Malcolm X, which is I made in U.S. history. So, um, he reviewed it on Wednesday. So, Malcolm X by Quinn Simpson. The picture of Malcolm X, here's a picture of him. A short video of him. Describe the leader's situation. He was struggling for racism, forever justice, and meaning because he didn't know much about the racism justice, but it's kind of avoiding the process. Describes a point. He asks the opinion for justice, a framework in general, position of what could possibly happen. The negative is probably not responding in time of the natural rights should be taking place. One question. Martin Luther King Jr., because he has a legacy of conversity of compassion in general, of which of the civil rights is the actual leader. So, all right, one more slide, and I'll be saving it for part 9, part 99. I know this is about to be the end of reading my old assignments for this school year, definitely. First U.S. combat death that I've done, like I told you, pardon me, when was it taking place? It was taken on 1959, and the masters were believed to have the war ruining the people's lives. They were in the accountage of assistance for service programs to get help as soon as can. The American airman who died of his wounds later on June 8th, 1956. What did they improve? Some people were surrounded by soldiers trying to get them in order, but some ran away. Vietnam War was pretty serious, like the action could have came down for a long time period. American soldiers knew the young men who felt live they were being served by the country had never served before. What were the series of? It was located at Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia at November 1955 with a secondary mission. It was on the fall of in late April of 1975. It has uh, officially thought that the war took a lot of info. That war was the Vietnam taking place to the other one. That this one is actually pretty serious. And here are the sources that you can look at. What did the conflict? It was a defensive comment in which people can put in a section for guiding reasons for this problem. They conflict for principal allies for using the forces chaos. It was a conflict in Vietnam chaos, Sios or Cambodia for a long mission that people had to get down. Historians had identified the issue that took illegal action versus people. And here the source that you can look at. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll be able to help you today around 10 p.m. About 11 or so. Let me check my video real quick. Yeah, it still takes a while to upload, like I said. Alright, see you guys in a part 99.